It's coming up on 2 minutes after this morning. We now know all the names of those killed in that Florida high school shooting. And late last night, people held a vigil there for those 17 victims.
Reporter Laura Podesta is in Parkland, Florida, where investigators say as horrific as this mass shooting was, the loss of life there could have been greater.
Emotions were raw at the Pine Trails Park Amphitheater in Parkland, Florida, where a massive vigil was held overnight for those killed in Wednesday's high school massacre.
This is impossible. My girl, my 14-year-old baby.
Earlier in the day, the suspect, 19-year-old Nicholas Cruz, was brought handcuffed into court.
You are charged with 17 counts of premeditated murder.
Cruz was ordered held without bond. A Broward County Sheriff's Office report says he confessed to details of the shooting. Cruz's attorneys say their client had mounting problems and fell through the cracks.
He's a broken human being. He's a broken child.
As more details emerge on how the attack unfolded, there are signs the loss of life, as bad as it was, could have been worse. A state senator says authorities told him it appeared Cruz tried to fire out of the school's third-floor windows at students as they were fleeing. Thankfully, though, the windows made of safety glass did not shatter. Laura Podesta, CBS News, Parkland, Florida.
Sadly, this is a conversation we have had so many times, and nothing really seems to change, but it always does ignite a debate over gun control, mental health, and school security.
Brandy Smith is here now. Brandy, this is a very divisive issue anytime it's brought up.
It absolutely is, especially on social media. But one thing we can all agree on is that the world would be a better place if we never had to respond to another school shooting, if we never had to cover it, if we never had to see those images again. So we're asking in our live poll, what should the focus be to prevent a future tragedy? Gun control, mental health, or school security? You can vote on our app on KHOU.com/vote now. Emotions raw, the message clear as the crowd at a vigil for the 17 victims of the Parkland high school shooting started their chant. That same chant, in a different form, is echoing from Capitol Hill.
How many more times do we have to do this? How many more folks have to die? When is enough going to be enough?
To the newsstands, where the front page of the New York Post asks, Mr. President, please act.
The specific type of gun is not as important as how easy it is for these firearms to fall into the wrong hands.
In Parkland, the wrong hands were allegedly those of Nicholas Cruz, and the specific type of gun was an AR-15. It's the same weapon used in attacks like the ones in Aurora, Las Vegas, the Texas Church, San Bernardino, and Sandy Hook.
And I can pull out a shotgun, lever action pistols, and they go, oh, okay, that's cool. But I pull out the AR, and automatically you see their face go, whoa.
Firearms instructor Donovan Lamar says banning this weapon won't prevent future shootings.
If I'm in a crowded school where there's a lot of people, and whether I take that handgun or I take that rifle, somebody or something's going to get hit at that distance.
He argues more guns in the right hands are part of the solution.
As a good man, I have not only the right, but the responsibility to carry a gun to protect those around me.
That gun instructor also brought up the issue of mental health, something the local rep from Moms Demand Action stressed. Making schools more secure, also part of the conversation. You can still vote in our live poll. Which of those three do you think takes priority right now? Gun control, mental health, or school security? Lisa?
Brandy, thank you. Time right now, coming up on 5:06, and it is time for your morning rush. Parents at several North Texas schools received a scary alert just one day after the Florida shooting. Yesterday, investigators arrested 3 students for bringing guns to campus. 2 other students were arrested for making threats in North Texas. A former high school teacher and his brother are accused of stockpiling bomb materials in New York City. Authorities announced the arrest last night. Investigators say someone found a clue on the teacher's laptop after he resigned. Amtrak may stop running trains on tracks that don't have special speed and safety controls following deadly crashes. Railroads were supposed to finish those track upgrades nationwide by the end of the year, but some won't make that deadline. We get our latest report on flu activity from the CDC later today, but it's already revealing just how well this year's vaccine is working. Apparently, it's only been 36% effective against the nasty strain hitting America this year. And 2 astronauts start the latest spacewalk at the International Space Station in just an hour from now. During the 6.5-hour walk, they'll work on 2 robotic hands. One will be refurbished, the other will go into storage. And that is your Morning Rush.
5:07 on your Friday morning. Good morning. Hopefully you're starting off all right. I know, tough to get out of bed sometimes on a Friday morning. I don't know if this is going to make it easier or harder. It is mild and muggy this Friday morning, upper 60s to low 70s. Humidity is really back in full force. So throughout the day today, clouds remain in place, a little peak of that sunshine here and there for the first portion of your day. I think the first portion will be mostly dry, and then scattered showers will start to creep back in for your afternoon, evening commute later today. So cloudy, a really warm lunchtime. I'm expecting us to reach our high temperatures of the day by about 1 o'clock this afternoon. So your day part planner, cloudy this morning, 78 by about 1. And then this afternoon, temperatures will start to drop, all thanks to a cold front that's expected to push through. That will give us about a 30% chance of an isolated shower, and then that will carry into tomorrow as well. So a few scattered showers today, a few scattered showers for your Saturday. I do think here and there a few peaks of that sunshine, but not a lot. More clouds than sun. That's the case for today and tomorrow. That carries into your Sunday forecast. As clouds start to break, our rain chances will start to drop. And check out next week. Next week, no big changes, Darby. We've got 70s and the rain chance in almost every single day.